I think acid is actually pretty, like, more serious than DMT in a way. Because...
Like, I know how to make, like, almost every other drug that I've taken except for acid, pretty much.
DMT is more insane, like, during it, but everything happens so fast that you're just wordless through all of it when you're on DMT. Like, there's, like, every second of every passing moment, you'd have, like, something to say, like a whole sentence to say about every second, and you just have nothing to say about any of it, so all you can really say is, oh my god, and holy shit. And then afterwards, you can't really remember, like, anything specific other than it was really insane. But at least way later on with LSD, like, think about all the times that we've done it, we can actually still remember very specific things. Like that one tree that had those little white things going up it, and the birds stopping behind the poles, and the tree, like, that was all moving around, and running into myself down in Cherry Creek.
Dude, yeah.
Really serious, deeper magic things that, like...
Dude,
dude, I think acid actually affects the way the outside world...
Dude, that shit in that fucking pizza place, Pizza and More, I'll never forget that shit. That was like something out of, like, you know what that reminded me of? Dude, that was something out of that movie, like, The Hills Have Eyes.
Those people were pretty fucking hillbilly, dude.
Dude, that's what I felt like we walked into. Dude, I felt like we walked into that movie with The Devil's Rejects.
Like, this daughter had big tits, and I was totally eyeballing his tits, and the guy that made us the pizza, I could feel him looking at me while I was just staring at her tits.
And then, like, you got, like, that big wad of cash and that like, nigger standing next to you.
He was standing behind me when I opened my wallet. I wasn't aware of that, but you...
I saw him, and he had a look in his eyes like he was going to pull out a waffle hammer and hit you over the head.
He probably was.
That's what I thought he was going to do. He was, like, standing like this, and you didn't realize, but he's like, standing, like, over like this, like, looking into your fucking wallet, and I was like, oh god, I was thinking to myself, I was like, holy shit, dude, I'm really gonna have to throw down right now. That I
was completely unaware that was happening. The guy was standing right behind me.
I truly thought that I was gonna have to, like, defend you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You weren't paying attention.
No, I saw that guy.
I thought I was gonna have to defend, like, you from, like, this nigger fucking, like, trying to, like, get you over the head and take your fucking wallet.
Oh, shit. Do you remember we walked into that gas station? And the guy thought, he was like...
You thought I was stealing something?
No, yeah, dude,
You thought we were stealing something? Or something? Or what?
No.
Thought we were robbing the place.
No, he thought I was...
And you're like, give me all your money, or he thought you were trying to rob the place.
Yeah, he was just leave, please leave now.
Yeah, he thought you were trying to rob the place.
What were we even doing in there, dude? I don't even know if we
trying
bought
to get something to drink, like a Gatorade or something. That guy, like, for some weird reason, he thought you were trying to rob him. He was just like, no, you just leave. We
were tripping so hard, like that. We literally shouldn't have been anywhere in public.
No.
Like, it was a wreck when we went into, Jeffro made us a special one, dude. If you would have eaten that pizza, and I'm absolutely certain it was because I was eyeballing his daughter's tits. Because I remember I was looking at her tits, I could feel him looking at me while I was just, like, staring at her. I was like, whoa, those are pretty nice jugs. That's about all she has going for her. I didn't say that, but I was thinking it. I'd probably give her the, like, 10-second stare with my wallet open. I had my wallet open just staring at her, and then I finally took out the money and gave it to the guy. That pizza was so sketch, dude. It smelled like such...
I'm really glad I talked to you at a fucking... He's like, oh, it's a little burnt. I totally think that I can imagine...
I wonder what would have happened if we had eaten that pizza.
I imagine, like, some redneck in the back,
he totally spiced that pizza up.
The video you saw me, like, the video you showed me of you shitting, I imagine some redneck, like, sitting over, like, the pizza, just, like, shitting all over the pizza and smearing it with a butter knife.
I really wish I was seeing what he was doing to that pizza, like...
I felt like somebody smeared a turd on there with like, a butter knife.
It smelled... Dude, it didn't smell right.
No, it didn't smell right.
He probably... Dude, it didn't exactly smell like shit, but it smelled like no pizza I've ever smelled.
Dude, that place really did remind me of The Hills Have Eyes for some reason.
That place was so ghetto. There was like one table to sit down with a bunch of cigarette burns in it.
There was like a
That place
table.
is still there.
There was like a table, but there was like 10,000 chairs like around one table. There was like a whole bunch of there was like the table, and there was just shit tons of chairs around it. The couch is cigarette burns in it.
We weren't even hungry either. I remember neither of us were even hungry, dude.
Can you imagine sitting there?
We were just so out of our mind. We were just walking into places and like being like, okay, I'm just gonna buy this. That's what it seemed like.
Yeah.
I think Ryan was hungry, and we just were there, and for some reason we just went along with getting a pizza that we didn't eat. Thank God we weren't hungry, because
Ryan's always on his
that pizza, we probably would have wound up in the hospital with, like, what do you call that? Hepatitis A.
Probably.
But I really wonder what exactly would happen if we ate that.
We probably ended up with gonorrhea on our lips or something.
But yeah, we were tripping really hard. During that moment, we could remember very specifically, like, no other hallucinogen really does that except for mescaline. But the problem with mescaline is it doesn't get into you all deep. Like, the memories from it, it feels good. It feels good, like the body high, and you trip a little bit. But it doesn't get into you deep. But you can still remember it clearly. But acid can take you fucking apart, like, unshingle you, like, cheese grate off your consciousness into little pieces, like, and it can go on like that for longer than an hour, and you're just like, you can just be like, in your mind, like, which is how it feels, like, which is how I was feeling earlier today.
Fucked up.
But you can still make a full recovery from that and remember it, like, DMT, it's like intense like
Does
that.
your head still feel weird? Like, it feels like your brain's like, it feels like my brain's like having a hard time recuperating from what happened. It feels like my brain's like stressed out, or like not stressed out. That's not the good word. That's not the best way to explain it. It feels like my brain's overworked and it's tired in a way.
I'm not really having that.
I'm not like tired. It just feels like my brain feels like it's ran a marathon and it's out of breath. That's the best way to put it.
That shit, no, when we were playing games, that was actually hurting, like, just to sit there and, like, not be laying up against something.
I know.
That was fucking hurting, dude, like.
It was me too.
I wasn't terribly worried, but it was like, what the fuck, this is weird. That never happens to me playing games. It's just, dude, when we were listening to the computer, like, think, when I had the volume all turned up on the speakers at +10, and I was, like, doing all this stuff,
crazy.
we could hear the fucking computer thinking, dude. Okay, so I have the volume up really high on a real stereo through a real big speaker here so that you can hear my computer think when I do stuff. It's still pretty quiet. Turning it up. Alright, so I have it up on ridiculously loud volume on an AVR 6500 Denon stereo receiver. Okay. I'm scrolling the bar. This bar makes a different noise. Fucking weird. All I'm doing is moving the window around. It makes that noise. This window doesn't make nearly as much noise as that other one. Listen to the high-pitched noise it makes when I click the windows. Doesn't make that noise for that window. There's all kinds of different noises for all kinds of different shit that you would never hear at regular volumes on any computer speakers unless you turn it up really loud. Yeah, just by moving the mouse around. That never occurred to me that you turn the volume up and you open programs and shut them and save and open other files and just play around and you hear all these weird noises. But you probably wouldn't ever hear it on computer speakers. You have to turn the volume up on a stereo. You can barely hear this like... That was weird, the noises a computer was making.
Dude, that was really funny.
I can't believe that's never occurred to me that you can hear a computer thing by turning up the volume and fucking around with it. I'm definitely going to be doing more of that.
Yeah, dude, that fucking sounded crazy.
I know.
Dude, that shit, like, right when you played the fucking, tribute to Pelagius.
Oh, man,
like, somehow right when you played that shit, and then, like, that and the Lindsey Sterling song, dude, fucking just blew me away for some reason, dude.
That song is fucking out there amazing.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what it was about that, but for some reason that shit just really got stuck in my head and then
That's a 3-song compilation.
Yeah, dude.
What did you think of the original Ecstasy of Gold, dude? That shit is amazing, I think.
I really like that too, man.
I don't care for symphony music, usually.
Yeah, but I actually like that.
Dude, that is such a beautiful composure for not, like, involving a computer program or anything. Just instruments and a woman, like, yodeling the notes.
Yeah.
She does such a bang-up job of that, dude. And Ecstasy of Gold...
That's so crazy to think that, if you see those fucking, like, giant symphony orchestras of people, like, fucking just, like, playing music, like, all together perfectly somehow. It's so crazy how people can do that.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of symphony music, but man, Ecstasy of Gold really strike home with me. That's a masterpiece if I've ever heard one. We should listen to that, actually, again.